being part of the celebration of marriage and being a part of one of the holiest and happiest days of their young lives. And so today we're gathered for a true celebration, a celebration of marriage and a celebration of God's love for us all and for all that He has created. As we begin, I would like to ask that we please take a moment of silence to remember those family and friends that can't be with us today. We pause to reflect upon those who have shaped our character, molded our spirits, and touched our hearts. Thank you. One of my favorite wedding scriptures is from the beginning of Genesis. And Genesis is an ancient Hebrew word that literally means in the beginning. And in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. In Genesis 2, it reads, "Then the Lord God said, 'It's not good for a man to be alone. I will make a helper who's just right for him.' So God made a woman." And I just realized we need to get into the middle of this. Thank you. Now, I believe it's important for us to realize that the Lord did not make Eve from Adam's head so that he would lean over her. He did not make her from his feet so that he'd walk upon her. Instead, the Lord made her from a rib from his side so that he'd always be his equal, and from under the man's arm so that he would always hold and protect her, and from near his heart so that he would always love and cherish her. And that is the kind of love that we're celebrating. I believe that the verses in 1 Corinthians are the most eloquent and profound words ever written on the subject of love. In them, Paul shows the practice of love. He describes how love acts. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It's not self-seeking. It's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. Now, love is a short word, easy to spell, difficult to define, and impossible to live without. The love that you two share has now led you to marry. Joyous occasion. It's connected in our thoughts with the charm of love, the warmth of home, and with all that is pleasant as being one of the most important events of our lives. Its sacredness and unity is the most significant and binding covenant in human relations. Now, marriage isn't always perfect. Marriage isn't a fairy tale or a storybook, and it doesn't always come easy. Marriage is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, fighting to be together, and holding on and never letting go. Marriage is work, but most of all, realizing that every hour, every minute, and every second, it's worth it because you do it. Ben and Katie, let me charge you both to remember that your future happiness is to be in mutual patience, kindness, confidence, and affection. It's your duty, Ben, to be to Katie a considerate, tender, faithful, and loving husband, to support, guide, and cherish her in prosperity and trouble, to thoughtfully and carefully enlarge the place she holds in your heart, to constantly show to her the proof of your affection, to shelter her from danger, and to love her with an unchangeable love. And it's your duty, Katie, to be to Ben a considerate, tender, faithful, and loving wife.
Already are.
To comfort, guide, and cherish him in prosperity and trouble. To give to him the unfailing evidence of your affection. To continue to make the place he holds in your heart broader and deeper. To support him, value him, and work with him to make your marriage the very best that it can be. The vows that you're about to take are not to be taken without careful thought. For in them you're committing yourselves exclusively to one and another as long as you both shall live. Ben and Katie, we believe that your marriage will be blessed by God and protected by your vows. And Ben, these are the vows that you have written.